Well, here I'm designing a logo for a teacher of cello. I've had a cello as a backdrop, and I've used the auto trace feature to put and create some paths around the cello. I've decided that the head of the cello is the most interesting and abstract shape for the sort of logo that I want, and what I've done is put some color on it and given the lines, sorry, I'll select that again, given the paths that make up the shape a weight of 4. What I'm now going to do is just experiment with applying some brushes to the logo to see whether that will have any interesting effects. So I opened the brushes library, and I've got one particular palette of brushes open here. And you can see that produces an effect. It's rather too abstract for what I'm after, as does that. When you see those sorts of effects, it's probably a good idea to reduce the weight of the pen. Then we come through here. I think I quite like that abstract image there, but we'll try one or two of the others to see. Maybe that gives a very fine line for the brush. Here's a much broader brush, and that's a relatively interesting one. So let's go with that one. One can play for long periods of time. You might just experiment thickening things up, but no, let's come back to there. So there's our abstract logo. I'm relatively happy with that. I just need to put the teacher's name down in here, but I've got an interesting looking logo that's been created. I hope you'll agree relatively easily. This is meaningful to those who teach cello, but abstract enough for it to work as a logo. The whole point of graphic design is to tell some sort of story, carry some sort of message. Well, as usual, when you start doing these sorts of logos and design work, you can't help fiddle. What I've done is use a rounded corner, put a shape on there, put a gradient through here, and put a little bit of text which floats above the gradient. So we now have the beginnings of a little business card which will have the cellist's address and contact details on it, and this can be printed at any copy centre and run off as many copies as required. So can you see in all of this design work, it's really trying to focus on telling the story. Make every element in your design earn its keep